What's up, culés? Your boy Pedro here on FC Barcelona Central. I have an update from the heart of FC Barcelona after a massive blow with Nico Williams saga ending in a way that no one expected. Hansi Flick has a master plan and it is relying heavily on La Masia explosive talent like Jan Virgil and Dani Rodriguez. Speaking of talent, we got the latest on the goalkeeping situation and how we're trying to cash in on former players to help the current squad. With the summer transfer market fully open, this is a crucial moment from FC Barcelona and I have all the details. Now, despite the transfer market drama, Hansi Flick remains incredibly confident in the current squad. He has shown that last season and with a blind faith on La Masia. He molded profiles from our academy and with those with very little first team experience like Marc Bernal, Casado, and Hector Ford. And we're getting at is that the German coach knows that internally we have solutions to find a valid winger who can make the jump to the first team at any moment. These are distinct, different profiles with more than enough potential and enormous room to growth. I want to start with Jan Virgil, who had just definitely a great standout on the under 19 European Championship. This tournament has truly catapulted him and confirmed the magnificent impression he left on last season, both in the Juvenile A team and Barca Athletic, where he was a key player in the final stretch. The pressure of debuting in a tough category like the Spanish second division didn't face him. He bagged 4 goals and 2 assists, has a winger who can play in both flanks, cutting inside and definitely going wide. He is an incredibly powerful player despite his short stature, standing at 5'7". He's skillful and has a real knack for scoring goals. He already trained with the first team a few times and Hansi Flick met with him at the end of last season to confirm he will get an opportunity to do so in the preseason with the first team. He'll be aiming to earn his ticket to Asia for the tour and prove to the coach in those first preparation matches so he can earn a spot on the first team. The other player is Dani Rodriguez. The basket player has already made his first team debut under Hansi Flick. May 3rd, 2025 is a date that he will not forget at Jose Zorrilla in Valladolid. He started the match and was one of the best players in the attacking field for the first half hour until he suffered a serious shoulder injury that tragically cut short his debut. Dani is incredibly fast on the ball, one of those old school wingers who keeps the ball glued to his foot. He has a refined left foot and a good finish. Also, he has a very good composure needed for the final meters. Dani knew that he had the confidence on the first team coach and is set to do so for the preseason. However, that shoulder injury has disrupted his first team plans preparations. He's already on Ciudad Deportiva working hard to shorten his recovery time. He's expected to make a return to action by the end of August, and Hansi Flick will keep an eye on the player. The other update that I have is the one with the goalkeepers. FC Barcelona will return to training this Sunday with full squad. The only new face so far is Joan Garcia, while the core from last year remains. Interestingly, the goalkeeper position is one area that we have a surplus, meaning some departures will be necessary. Both Iñaki Peña and Ter Stegen find themselves in a tight spot with the signing of Joan Garcia and the renewal of Chechny. Diego Cochen will take the third goalkeeper spot, and especially after Ander Astralaga left on loan to Granada. Iñaki Peña has 1 year left in his contract and has several offers on the table, both in Spain and abroad. Valencia and Betis, for example, are 2 clubs interested in his service. The Alicante native wants to carefully review his next destination. As at 26, it will significantly shape his career. Peña already experienced a long spell with Galatasaray, but this time the departure will be permanent. A contract termination seems to be the most feasible route for him. For another person that I want to talk about is Pau Victor. I don't have any updates on Marc-Andre Ter Stegen's situation, but Pau Victor is another player whose situation needs to be resolved. The forward's case is very different from Iñaki Peña, as he has a contract until 2029. Barca could definitely give him on in a loan so he can develop as a player in La Liga. He certainly has no shortage of offers. From the Barcelona side, it is not ruled out that both players could be given extra permission to resolve their future and be exempt from returning to training this Sunday. Finally, Kules, nothing can be taken for granted in this transfer market, and nothing can be ruled out with so much movement this summer. Barca, they still see a possibility of securing two juicy incomes from transfer from former players. One is Oscar Mingueza and Mika Marmol. In both cases, Barca hold 50% of their release clause, which could mean a total inflow of 50 million euros for the club. In Vigo, weeks ago, it was reported that Mingueza might end up renewing with Celta de Vigo. No formal offers paying for his club had arrived, and some reports indicate that the player was considering a contract extension with them. For now, he has not given the yes, so the defender has a contract until 2026 and is already training with the squad as of July 7. If he doesn't renew, there are two case scenarios. He will fulfill his current contract and become a free agent next June, or a club pay his 20 million release clause. Sources close to the negotiation tell us that for now, there is no intention on renewal. As for Mika Marmol, his case is similar. Las Palmas is demanding the payment of his 10 million release clause. His contract also ends in 2026, and Girona has made him a priority to reinforce their defense. On that amount, he half will go to Barcelona, and which is why the Canadian club is demanding the full amount. He also hasn't renewed yet, so this potential sale could prove crucial funds for our current transfer market. Now, we know that Hansi Flick has a lot of trust in La Masia, and he's looking to pull players from La Masia. In La Masia, we have so many good players, and we can definitely put a rabbit out of the hat and find the next superstar. But for now, let's talk about the hottest topic currently in the summer transfer market. It is not about Nico Williams, it is the future of Luis Diaz. The 28-year-old Colombian from Liverpool is the top priority in Barcelona to reinforce the left wing. However, we're facing a stiff competition because Bayern Munich is also on his heels. The serious injury, the terrible injury to Jamal Musiala has clearly intensified Bayern's push to find a high-level attacker. In this scenario, the German newspaper Bild reports that Luis Diaz has reached a verbal agreement with the Bayern regarding his contractual terms. We're seeing that the German club will be serious. It's a serious threat for Diaz signings given the urgent need to cover Musiala's absence. And now it seems that Germany believe the Colombian is close to ending up at Munich. The most challenging part, however, will be the negotiation transfer with Liverpool, who begin their the preseason this Tuesday. Luis Diaz has made it clear that he wants to change the scenery this summer and is seeking a new challenge outside of Liverpool. But the tragic loss of his teammate Diego Jota could potentially postpone his final decision on the summer. Bayern will go all out for his signing, but the Colombian's dream is to play for Barca, as it is for a lot of people. So it all comes down to who ultimately managed to secure the highly coveted player. It will be a tense battle, and culés, we're watching very, very close. With a whirlwind of updates, but Hansi Flick has a lot of faith in La Masia of exploding young talent to give them a few minutes in the preseason for them to hopefully secure a starting spot on the first team. We'll be keeping an eye on the goalkeeping situation and those crucial potential sales from former players that could boost our transfer budget. I want to know, what do you make of Flick's focus on La Masia? Which young talents are you most excited to see this preseason? Who do you think will be the first goalkeeper to find a new club? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment. And for all breaking news, in-depth analysis, and behind-the-scenes updates as Barca kicks off the new season, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single update. You can find me on Instagram under my childhood nickname Orrutio. Until next time, and Visca Barça!